We don't owe any politician a damn thing, okay? They signed up to be public servants. They signed up to serve the people, to serve their constituents, to serve us, okay? We can disrespect them all we want if they are not serving our best interests, period, end of story.
In this video, Anna Kasparian rejoins TYT in her usual chair. Anna Kasparian highlights the infighting in the Democrat Party. With that, let's watch Anna Kasparian decimate the mess that is the Democrat Party.
Upset. Political commentator Bakari Sellers got his knickers in a twist this weekend when DNC Vice Chair David Hogg appeared to call out the beloved and honorable Representative James Clyburn. Now, this comes as the Democratic National Committee officially opens the door to replacing Hogg as a vice chair. But look, before we get into any of that, let's focus on this whole Clyburn debacle. So this all stemmed from a comment Clyburn made to the Wall Street Journal for a piece about older Democratic lawmakers, which is a problem, who are basically unwilling to step aside, allow for new, fresh leadership to come on board. And despite being 84 years young, he seemed offended when asked if he thought about maybe it's a good time to retire. Okay, here's what he said in response to that. Nancy left her seat, Steny left his seat, I left my seat. What the hell am I supposed to do now? What do you want? Me to give up my life? So in other words, the idea that he should retire is very, very offensive to him. Now, then on Real Time with Bill Maher, David Hogg took a veiled shot at Clyburn, saying there have been a few members that have come out that have said, well, you know, if I retire, my life is effectively over. And what I would say is get over yourself. This isn't about you, this is about our country, and it's about your constituents. I don't care if you've been there for decades or just one term. That seat is not yours, it is your constituents. That is who you're there to serve, and if they choose to serve, somebody else, so be it. That's all we're trying to do with leaders we deserve. I guess that's the organization he's behind. Give people the option to vote for somebody that isn't necessarily the same person that's been there forever.
This story has everything. It's got a race baiter, Bakari Sellers, a way too old member of Congress, Democrat member of Congress, and a douchey progressive weenie that just got booted as the vice chair of the DNC. David Hogg is right to want to get these dinosaurs out of Congress. The Republicans should as well. But David Hogg got it wrong. He said, you know, you're there to serve the constituents, and that's their chair. David, you know just as well as we do all about the power they wield in the position that they're in, the connections and the money they can make. He doesn't give a crap about his constituents. He just says it on there, my life will be over. First of all, that's really sad, but I think he means the money funnel will end, and that's devastating to Clyburn. So they're all douchebags, but they always eat their own. We all know that, and I just want him to keep up this infighting. Let's get back to it.
Now, Bakari Sellers was very offended by this. Okay, David Hogg, how dare you besmirch the good name of James Clyburn? He responds on X saying, I like David Hogg, don't know David, but the audacity to tell James Clyburn to get over himself is wild. No, I don't think it's wild at all. James Clyburn is a public servant.
Yeah. So, okay. We asked this question on our website, tyt.com. Should we respect senior Democratic leaders like James Clyburn? Why do I ask that question? Because all my life, people like Bakari Sellers and literally everyone on TV said, okay, by the way, it's 100% no so far. So go vote if you can. And they said, no, senior African-American Democratic leader, bow. You must bow down. If you don't respect him, we're basically going to imply that you're a racist and that you love Trump. Okay. Now, who's James Clyburn in reality? He's the guy who helped kill Bernie Sanders' campaign in 2020 in South Carolina. And he pretended that black people love Joe Biden and that Joe Biden loves black people. Now, is that true? Was there polling to that effect? Not necessarily. And although, to be fair, Bernie did not do great in South Carolina in the 2 elections, partly because guys like James Clyburn would come out there and pretend that Bernie was somehow anti-black, which is preposterous. Bernie's campaign career has been far
If you like watching videos like this one, like and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. Let's get back to the video.
more in favor of African Americans, their rights, and in every respect, more so than Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton. But Clyburn's job was to lie on behalf of the establishment. They make it seem like he's some sort of legendary civil rights leader. He did nothing in civil rights. He's a lifelong politician. But most disastrously, when Republicans were redistricting South Carolina, he helped the Republicans and took a seat away from the Democrats. Well, why would he do that? Because he stuffed all the Democratic voters into his district, making it super safe. So he cost Democrats and African Americans a 2nd district in South Carolina because of his infinite greed for power. That's who James Clyburn is. So Bakari, what the hell am I supposed to respect? What do you want me to, and the reality is Bakari doesn't care about James Clyburn so much, although they get themselves to believe like, oh, our dear leaders, serve power, right? No, but basically what Bakari wants you to do is the next time somebody like James Clyburn comes out and says, you must vote for the establishment,
I totally forgot that Clyburn's black, but Cenk is right about what David Hogg risked, other than his job, obviously, which is gone, by calling out Clyburn. He risked exactly what Cenk said, a strong possibility that his own party will call him a racist and a Trump supporter for simply pointing out the obvious. But hey, at least Cenk and Ann are now acknowledging how often their party uses the race card. I mean, that's progress for progressives, right? Let's wrap up the video.
Corporate pro-donor person, you have to listen to him. Otherwise, you're a racist and you hate Democrats.
When someone responded to Sellers by saying, not a big fan of David Hogg myself, but he isn't wrong, Sellers shot back and said, I'm more turned off by the lack of respect. That's all. Listen, we as Americans, ordinary American voters, I get that David Hogg as vice chair of the DNC makes it a little bit different, but I've noticed that this same treatment that Hogg is getting has been extended to ordinary voting Americans. We don't owe any politician a damn thing, okay? They signed up to be public servants. They signed up to serve the people, to serve their constituents, to serve us, okay? We can disrespect them all we want if they are not serving our best interests, period, end of story.
Anna's right. I mean, I can't think of a single thing a politician's ever done for me. Well, Trump and his administration seem to be doing a lot of stuff for the American people, but you know what I mean? No politician, no person really is owed anything. You earn respect. And what David Hogg said to him wasn't disrespectful. But race grifters like Bakari Sellers have to jump on every opportunity. But we want to hear from you. What did you think about this conversation between Cenk and Anna about David Hogg, Bakari Sellers, and Democrat infighting? Let us know in the comments. Anyway, as always, really appreciate you watching, and we will see you on the next one.